So real quick, I don't know. I just got these thoughts about like black women that's so hype on the passport bros and their whole stance. Oh, their whole stance on the passport bros. Now, when you Tess, I'm on the phone. When you state, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, really not caring about something is indifference to it. But a lot of the females don't have indifference to it. They do care. It kind of like remind me of the time where I'd be in school and I'd be like answering questions and stuff like that. And then you always got those boys and girls. So it's boys can do it and females can do it. This B thinks she's smart. Like I remember one time in school they was like, this B thinks she knows Spanish. But you don't care. But you keep commenting on what you don't care about, right? So that's that. A lot of us, and myself included, because life is a journey. So a lot of us wasn't raised to be feminine. A lot of the boys weren't raised to be masculine. So I think we really need to grant each other some grace, right? Instead of always down each other's back. Because if you ain't had no father, and I don't mean like no scammer behind that grown man in the house, no cornball behind the grown man in the house, I mean a father, then you really you're behind on masculinity. Just like if we ain't have real feminine active women around us, we're behind on femininity. Okay, let's grant each other some grace. So I'm not saying it as a dig to black women, because I will admit myself, I was not raised to be feminine. That is part of the reason why me and my child's father are not together. We were the opposite gender, but we also had the opposite qualities. He was raised to be more feminine and look to women to solve his issues, and I was raised to be more, I got it, I'm the big aha, you supposed to, I was always like, get this, get that, as a kid. So I was always had stuff put on my shoulders and stuff like that, and responsibility put on me. Like even with male cousins around, I would go out and shovel the walkway. And I had an older male cousin, rest in peace, and I don't blame him. I blame the older people that were around. But they would let me shovel the walkway. So even at 12, I had a cousin that's 10 years older than me, so he had to have been 22. And I had a cousin that's a male that's 1 year under me. He was there too. And I will go outside and shovel the walkway. The adults in our house should have done better. Cool, we don't feel like, tagging with that testosterone. We're going to let her do it. So then that creates a masculine woman. I had to undo a lot of what's happening in, my late 20s as well. But a lot of y'all women right now y'all keep commenting on what these grown behind men are doing with their penis. It's their penis. I don't think y'all quite understand. Or maybe y'all do, I don't know. But it's their penis. And you're trying to police a grown man's penis. You're not messing with him. He's not your husband. He's not your boyfriend. You're not in a committed relationship, but you're trying to police a grown man's penis. It's very masculine. And on top of trying to police a grown man's penis, let them be stupid on their own. And I don't mean calling all of them stupid, but some of them, these women is this, these women are that. You're bigging up the testosterone, the testy product of another man. We don't have to follow behind that. We do not have to follow behind that. If these women are this and these women are that, and let them do that. Because as we see some of the videos that were put out, a lot of these women are playing them. And some of them look like, some of them, whatever, they might find what they're looking for, but some of them look corny. And I be feeling bad for them, honestly, for real. But you're taking as a woman a masculine. Tess, I'm on the phone. Or you can go in your room. You're taking a masculine stance. You're like literally socially acting as a protector for grown women. Let me say this again. You're socially acting as a protector for grown women. Those are 20 21, 22-year-old young women, they know what they're doing. Y'all out here caping for grown women, then y'all are asking for protection, but you're acting as a protector. And then you say you're masculine because you have to be. Let's make this real clear so that we don't have no misunderstandings or confusions. You as a black woman that live in America, sister to sister, you do not have to cape. That's not you having to cape for them. That's you choosing to. Stop. Stop. Feminine men are feminine because of their upbringing. It's not because you met no woman and she ain't let you be a dad and you ain't this and you ain't that. No, you were not raised to be masculine. Just like the masculine women, we were not raised to be feminine. I will, number one. I'll speak on myself first. Or whatever. I was literally raised not by my mother, but by a woman in the house. When your boyfriends get out of line and they get out of pocket, I used to run up on my boyfriends. That's what I was told as a kid. So when my child's father did something to me and he made me mad, I would do that because I was literally taught at 7 and 8 that was normal. I'm not blaming nobody else for my lack of femininity in my earlier years. It is what it is. But you can control it. I gotta do it with my right hand, left-handed. You can control it more so. You can control it more so. At least put effort into it in your later years. You are masculine because you were raised, and you don't want to undo your raising because that will make you probably have hate, love feeling towards the people that raised you. Much like feminine men, they would have hate, love feelings towards their mothers and stuff if they really understood that it was my raising that did this, not somebody I met at 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Y'all are black women, not all of y'all. Some of y'all are taking a real masculine stance when it comes to caping and saving these women. They have uncles, they have dads, they have male cousins. Okay? Matter of fact, the people that are going to be in these other countries, they're at a disadvantage because the language is different. They have everything on their corner. They're on these men that go and have sex with them. They're not on their own playing field. Taz, I'm on the phone. You can go upstairs or you can lower your voice. They have they're on a different level playing field. They're not on that same level playing field. You do not have to cape for women who actually have an advantage because they get to sit by while those men are sitting there and go to their friend and be like, oh, whatever, and you don't understand what's happening as a black man. You might know some words here and there, but you don't know it. Those women are actually in a good position. We know the language. We know, like in Philadelphia, we say that's that John. Somebody in Montana as a black person might not know what John means. So even if you understand English and I say, yeah, that John, boom, I know what I'm talking about if I'm talking to somebody in Philadelphia, that's in Philadelphia, because we have, the same, we speak the same language. You're caping for grown women who have an advantage when foreigners come into their culture. Because even if you don't understand them, even if black men or other men understand the language, you don't always understand the culture. Philadelphia has a way different culture of black people than Midwest black people. Okay? Philadelphia has a way different culture of black people than West Coast. We have a different culture out here. Our culture is a little rough. We have a different culture out here. All right? So that's the same thing when it applies to those women. They have a different culture. You might know the language, but you don't know the culture. Like, I'm going back to that John reference. You might not quite understand when they say that's that John, but they use it in their, you understand what I'm saying. So y'all taking a really masculine stance of socially protecting those women. No, stop it. No, sleep with these women. They're disenfranchised. We are y'all acting like y'all are these women's protectors. And then y'all saying that don't nobody want to protect y'all. If you need protection, go sit your ASS down, sister to sister, and stop it. Stop with the You're acting like these women's dads. You're acting like these women's whatever. Y'all come into a real masculine stance when it comes to protecting these women. They are grown women. Say the same thing my sister told me while we was on vacation. Because again, I'm so used to being the one that do stuff. I spill something, I'm up here getting it. My sister's like, I'm getting it up. My sister's like, yo, you're on vacation. Let them do their job. We're going to tip them nice. And, you know, you feel a little weird because you're the one that's doing the behavior. And I had to, oh, you're right. I do have a habit of being the dun. Let me make sure other people are comfortable. And you don't got to feel like, I just have a habit of doing stuff. So, you know, she had to point that out for me. So this is me pointing it out for y'all. And maybe because it's not on such a, you know, a wider scale, that I didn't feel embarrassed because I'm the one that's putting it out there and not her. But some of y'all need to have that moment. Just sit down. Some of them are going to get used. Some of them are going to get abused. Some of them are going to get exactly what they're looking for. And that's okay. That's okay. But it's not our job to take this stance of protecting women. Well, let's be clear. Let's be clear. They wouldn't have that same protection stance when it comes to us. They'll sit back, make these videos. I'll take your man. You're mad because he like Hispanic women. Blah, blah, blah. Woo, woo, woo. They got some of their granddaughters over here. Some of their great-granddaughters over here. And they'll let you know. Like some of these Hispanic women in Philadelphia, I've seen some of their posts. I'm not caping for that. For what? One woman wrote 3 or 4 years ago, as a Spanish woman, for y'all black men to like Spanish women, y'all sure do got black baby moms. Y'all caping for that? Y'all caping for that? I've never had, when I had 2 ex-Spanish boyfriends, never was taking digs at black men. But the women, because we are more catty, they seem to take digs at us. And y'all keep caping for them. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Y'all on the internet arguing with a grown man that you supposedly don't care about. That reminded me when I was in school. Every time I answered the question, this B thinks she's smart. She thinks she's smart. If you don't care that I like answering questions and being a know-it-all, why do you keep commenting on it? You comment on it because you care. You care. You care that I'm answering questions you're not. You care. You do care. You care. I know you care. Oh, I know the answer. This B thinks she's smart. I do. I do. I do. I'm humble. I do. She thinks she'll know what I do. Back in the day? Yeah. I do. Sure did. Sure did. So with that being said, respectfully, sis to sis, mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Sis to sis. Mind your business. You're really trying to control a man's penis, and he's not even your man. And you supposedly don't care about him. You supposedly don't want him. And you're acting in a real masculine stance when it comes to caping for it, and you're acting like a protector to these women. Why? Why, black woman? Why are you acting like a protector when that woman is in her homeland? Therefore, she has an advantage. She has an advantage. She know people. Why are you coming to your masculine stance acting like a protector? She knows people. If she didn't know people, they're not vagabonds. They're not ostracized from their home country. They're in their own home country, sleeping with foreign men for money. They know what they're doing. And I was 21 years old, size 4, pushing the car. I was in ShopRite with my son in the front because he was real little, pushing the cart. The man asked me, was I single? He asked me, is this my only child? Was asking me all these questions, like a cute little, he was in his 50s, you could tell, salt and pepper man. Well, can I get your number? After he finished, asking me all these questions. And did you think that I thought that 50-some-year-old man wanted to have Bible study with me? Or did I think that 50-some-year-old man wanted to stick something down my throat? I knew that at 21. I knew that at 21. I wasn't, oh my God, this 50-some-year-old man, he looks well dressed. He told me that he would, he know money talk, bull crap walks. You need help paying for school? You in college, you said? You need help paying for school? You need help with your son? What's up? Let me get your number, young lady. You think that I didn't know that if I would have gave him my number at 21, which I probably should have, but if I didn't give him my number at 21, then I didn't know what that man wanted from me. These women know what these men want. It's then their choice to go with it or not. These grown men, conversely, should know the risk. You're in somebody else's country. You're on somebody else's territory. There's a risk that comes with that. They should know it. This is where you might gotta talk to your son about whatever they may need to know when traveling, even within the states versus out the country when you become grown men. Listen, I'm a woman myself. I know how females get down. I know how blah, 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 blah. But it's not for us to police grown men of our generation. It's just really weird. It's really, really weird. And y'all out there talking about y'all need protection, but y'all being a protectors. And then y'all say you're only masculine because we have to be. I had to unlearn and stop saying that lie because I heard other women saying that lie. You're masculine because you choose to be. You're masculine because you was raised to be masculine. You're masculine because you don't want to undo what was put inside of you, because if you undid what was put inside of you, you will look at disgust to the people that helped raise you. You would have a love-hate for them. And you'd rather not do that. So you'd rather say, we only like that because we have to be. We do not have to comment on what grown men are doing with their penis. I literally just seen a post where a man, I'm about to finish up because it's about to be 20 minutes. I just seen a post where a man said, I'm not paying for your babysitting. You can come out when you can come out. All these black women, dun, 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 to the rescue. How dare you not babysit her kids? How dare you not pay for her babysitting? How dare you? How dare you? You're a mean man. Learn some humility. It could be you. Jesus. And y'all want to be treated like delicate flowers. You're literally stepping into the role of being that woman's father. That's what her father is supposed to do. Young man, you want to, date my daughter. We got to do this the right way. Man, her own father ain't do that. Listen, mine ain't even. Then you got to just, good job. You got to just, y'all are taking this real masculine role and caping for these foreign women. And if y'all even watch Lifetime movie network with your mother, grandmother, whoever, aunties when you were younger, you would have understood that this is nothing new. This is nothing new. But let me tell you the difference between a white woman and a black woman. The white woman calls her friend Sally. Chad is taking his trip down to Brazil again. I'm so sick of him. He's saying it's a business trip, but I know it's better. Is he doing it again? Yes, Sally. He's doing it with his Spanish whore. You don't need him. But Sally, what am I going to do? He pays for everything, blah, blah, blah. I've seen this on Lifetime so many times before. Nothing is new about this. Y'all act like this is a new concept. This might be new for black men. This is not new for white men. They've been doing this. They've been doing this for some time now. And these white women don't come to the women that's sleeping with her men rescue. We're going to call that grown woman what she is. She's doing what she's doing. He's a scumbag cheater. She's a woolen whore. You're not ready for these conversations. Y'all just want to hear other women's talking points, get on a sisterhood code, and it don't make no sense. You are caping for a grown woman who knows what she's doing. It makes no sense. Go read a book with your child if you're a mother. Worry about what another grown man is doing. Go read a book with your child. Do something productive with your kind with your individual household. That's going to help add to your son's masculinity or going to help add to your daughter's femininity. Stop worried about what grown people are doing. Y'all come in a real protect them, save them. Other than that, y'all caping for other grown women who has a whole culture, who has a whole race, who has a whole background of people that can help her if need be. You can call your brother. Next thing you know, that man that was asleep is now waking up to being tied up and being robbed, maybe killed. She has the option to do that. That's her territory. That's her playground. He should know that when he's going into the situation. So I don't got a cape for her. She's a prostitute. When you live in Philadelphia, you know what Old York Road is? Where them prostitutes go? She's a prostitute. I'm not caping for nobody. I'm not caping for nobody. And I'm not policing no grown man's penis. Who I say I don't care nothing about. Get him on his penis business. Let me know your thoughts.